2NURFM News. For our sponsor, Tile Warehouse Warners Bay, the large floor tile specialists.
It's 1 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Claudie Groves with 2NURFM Hunter News. Police say there doesn't appear to be anything suspicious surrounding the death of a man whose body was found in a septic tank in Port Stephens. Emergency services were called to a Karua property early yesterday afternoon to inspect the grim discovery. Initial investigations suggest the 73-year-old was working on a pump and may have been electrocuted before falling into the tank. An aerial shoot has been carried out in an effort to reduce the number of feral pigs ravaging Merriwa's farming areas. It's the first of a number of operations organised by the Hunter Local Land Service, with Timor and Putty the next areas to be targeted. Coordinator Steve Eccles says hundreds of feral pigs have so far been culled.
The Hunter Local Land Services submitted an application and was successful for Commonwealth funding to do on-ground support to control feral animals in areas which were affected by drought conditions. The first thing was an aerial shoot, which got an initial cull of 860 feral pigs.
Police have carried out a raid of a Mount Hutton home, seizing suspected stolen property, replica firearms and drugs. A 22-year-old man was arrested over the find, charged with 25 property and fraud-related offences. He'll front Belmont Court on the 19th. A Newcastle timber company has been forced to stop its operations after it was found to be using a toxic chemical and releasing it to the atmosphere. The Environment Protection Authority issued Crawford's Freight Lines with a prevention notice following inspection of its Sandgate site, which confirmed anonymous complaints of unsafe fumigation practices using methyl bromide. APA's Director North, Gary Davies, says the company doesn't hold a licence to allow for its level of processing.
And the licence has very strict conditions which would govern the way chemicals are used and are stored on site and the way those chemicals are disposed of. And through that mechanism, we ensure that the community is protected. So we recognise there will be potentially some pressures on the local community, and we are working with Crawford's to try and come up with a resolution.
Work on a new Opal aged care home at Rutherford begins today. The facility is set to create more than 150 jobs for the region and accommodate 140 new beds. Maitland Mayor Peter Blackmore says it's a very exciting opportunity for Opal and the people of the Hunter.
It will have a huge impact, and of course what it does, it provides people who are looking for aged care, it provides a choice for them. And we have a number of homes in Maitland that provide similar service, but this is a brand new service, a brand new facility.
Newcastle City Council's flood management plan for Wallsend will tonight be unveiled. It comes off the back of studies which warned of dire consequences for the area's commercial centre, with Council now set to release its long-term structural solutions at a community information session. Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery says she's looking forward to seeing the plan implemented.
Our residents and business owners are eagerly awaiting some action and a release of the report from Newcastle City Council. There have been studies dating back since 2006, and basically the businesses and residents are saying to Council now, release your report, get on with what we need to do.
The information session will be held at Wallsend Library from 5:30 p.m. In finance, the All Ords is down 37 points at 54.60, and $1 Australian dollar is buying 87.44 US cents. Now with sport, Tandi Chindove.
Midfielder Alan Walsh says his Newcastle Jets teammates need to tighten their defence if they want to succeed this season. The 20-year-old says a failure to keep up its defence at crucial points was a key factor in the team's 2-1 loss to Perth Glory over the weekend.
We've just got to tighten up in those tight areas. So we've conceded the worst time, so just before half-time, in the last couple of minutes, in the first couple of minutes. So the other times we've just got to be solid and not give anything away. So we'll work on that. We've learned from that.
Rookie winger Sione Matautia has kept his place on Australia's right wing after his impressive Test debut in the Kangaroos' 16-12 victory over England at Amy Park last Sunday. The Knights player will join fellow teammates David Fa'alongo and Joey Luria when Australia play Samoa in the Four Nations Test at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong on Sunday. Melbourne Cup winner Protectionist will be training in the Hunter under Lucia Valentina trainer Chris Rees. The move stems from a deal struck between Australian Bloodstock and the mare's part owner Christoph Bergler. That's sport. I'm Tandi Chindoya.
2 NURFM news time is 1:05.